Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be showing you how to use expert mode on your Nitrado server on Ark Survival Evolved on the PS4, so stay tuned.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long.
If you want to host your own Ark server, then I recommend renting one from Nitrado. They're also the official server provider for Wildcard. Go to jaycartere.com/Nitrado to rent your own Ark server and help out the channel in the process. Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Jay Cartere from the Cartere Cartel server, teaching you how to be better. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use expert mode to change the settings on your server and basically change a few stats and that sort of stuff that you can't do if you're not in expert mode. So in order to get to expert mode, first of all, you need to go to your settings. You need to click on general, and that will bring you here, and then you can click on expert mode right here and click on the tick and then save changes. Once you do that, you'll be able to go to expert settings on the left hand side over here, and you can only actually edit your settings in expert mode when you've stopped the server. So keep that in mind. You'll have to stop the server to actually make any changes and save them, so make sure you're doing that. So expert mode basically hosts all the settings that you have in the game, or all the settings that you'll need to change. So you can edit like settings like the sound effects, audio volume, you know, these sorts of things that you really don't want to edit, but you can edit those if you come into expert mode and go to game user settings. Now I strongly suggest you leave these alone. Leave all the stuff that's just basically, you know, the gameplay and how the game works. Get rid of, don't touch any of that, and just focus on changing the stats and maybe editing the way the game actually plays, not the way it's presented. So if you go down here, you'll get to server settings, and here's where I would suggest you start doing your editing. You can do a server password, you can change your admin password. Basically everything that you saw before in the normal settings will be presented here, but it'll be presented in a less user-friendly way. It'll be like whatever the parameter is equals, and then you put that like the number or true or false after it. For example, allow third person player. If we got true there, then that will allow third person player. That will allow you to go into third person. If we put false there, you wouldn't be able to do that. So that's the way it works basically. Another thing that I want to tell you about expert mode is a lot of the time you'll change something and it won't save. Or you'll change something and it will save, and you'll see that it saves. You'll do it like 3 times to save it to make sure that it's done, and then the next day everything will be changed again. For example, I've tried to prevent uploading survivors, uploading items and uploading dinos on my server because you cannot download any of these things, otherwise people would be able to download things from single player mode. But every time I set this to true and save it, it saves there, and then the next day or whenever I come back in here, it's changed back to false. And that happened to me a lot when I was trying to change the tribe log destroyed enemy structures setting here. I changed this to true a multiple number of times before it eventually finally stuck. So that's something that you're gonna have to deal with. It's a little bit annoying. Hopefully it gets fixed over time. Maybe you can contact Nitrado and see if they can do it for you and make sure that it sticks. Now, another thing that people generally use in expert mode is the game ini file. Now, I haven't used the engine ini file myself, so I'm not going to go into there and tell you stuff that I don't know about. But we're going to get into the game ini file, and we're going to look at that and see what kind of changes we've made over here. Now, in this game ini file, I have actually changed pretty well. I've added a lot. I haven't changed a lot. I've added a lot. I've added a bunch of level experience ramp overrides, which gives us more levels to our players and dinos, and I've also added the ability to have more engrams per level. If you want to learn how to do that, go and check out both of my videos. My video on how to add more levels and my video on how to add more engram points, because I will not be going over that right here. But here you can add a bunch of code that will change the way the game plays. For example, that was the levels. Here are the engram points, and if we go lower, we'll just see more options that you can use to change the game. Like, these are options that were presented in settings beforehand. For example, lay egg multiplier, dino turret damage multiplier, disable loot crates, all that sort of stuff. It's basically use the same method or the same thinking that you used to boost your server before, but now it's just presented a little bit differently. It's presented in terms of text instead of in nice little, you know, sections where you can just quickly go to where you need to write, and it's just a lot more user friendly when it's not in expert mode. But when you are in expert mode, you can just do so much more. So I highly suggest you learn how to use expert mode, as you'll need it if you want to change your engrams or change the levels or change anything in depth that isn't provided to you in the normal settings. You'll need to go through expert mode. And the thing with expert mode is when you leave expert mode, all of your changes disappear. For example, if you were like, you know what, I don't want to use expert mode anymore, I want to go to the normal settings mode, and you unticked the expert mode in the settings over here, you untick that, that would actually get rid of every change that you've made in expert mode, and you'll just go back to these settings. So if you plan to use expert mode, you need to plan on using it in the long haul. Now I only use expert mode because that's all I've got in it. I have to use it. So I hope this video helped you out. I hope it gave you some more insight into how to use expert mode. If you guys got any other questions or you've got any other tutorials that you want me to make, please leave those in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, thanks for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next Ark Survival Evolved PS4 tutorial. Peace out. If you want less grinding and more fun from your Ark experience, then come and join the Cartere Cartel PvP server today. Use the link in the description to join the server, or go to jaycartere.com/Ark apply and follow the instructions. This is a boosted PvP server, so you don't have to grind for days to have an hour of fun like the official rates. All the rates and more information about the rules and the stats on the server is available at jaycartere.com/Ark apply and in my Discord server. We welcome mature players who don't cry when PvP happens on a PvP server. There will be no salty squeakers allowed. So if that's you, don't even bother registering or trying to come on the server. There are also monthly reward packages for patrons who help support the server. You can see all the available packages on the Patreon page. So please help support the server by becoming a patron at patreon.com/jaycartere. I'll be helping patrons also to grow their YouTube channel. So if you got a YouTube channel and you want to play Ark on your channel, you want to make some videos, you want to grow your channel, that sort of stuff, then consider becoming a patron as an investment in your future, as you can make that back tenfold if you listen to my advice and grow your channel. Now, I will not be giving out wyverns and gigas and that sort of stuff to the patrons to ensure that we keep the server balanced. I don't want people to have OP dinos and be able to pay to win. So that's something that I've thought about. So again, use the link in the description and follow the 3 steps to join the server, or go to jaycartere.com/Ark apply. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Let's survive together with less grind and more fun.
It's been a cold winter and it's lasted far too long. So all this warmth I share with you.